Hi everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take. Happy Mass Monday. So today we are going to work on just some really simple little corner tucks, and we're going to be using scraps, and also if you want to use junk mail envelopes you can use those, and they're easy. So I'm just going to grab a scrap. Well, I have this one. We'll use this one. Now the fun part about these is you can make them taller or you can make them shorter. As you can see here, this one's a little bit taller, then I have this one that's shorter. Depending on the size and height of your paper. I'm going to cut this one across real quick and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so we have this piece. It's been all cut up. It is a scrap, so it is a little bit off. All you're going to need is some scrap paper, your junk mailers, your junk mail envelopes, some scissors, some glue, bone folder if you have it. If not, use your scissor handles, of course. Some distress inks and some goodies to decorate with, and you're set. So you can do this with a straight across glue, okay, like I did this one. But that steals a little bit of the pocket. So with this one, I went ahead and did a fold. I don't know if you can see that on the inside here, but I did that fold so it gives you a little more room all the way to the bottom of your pocket. So it just depends on how you want to do that, but I'm going to do mine with a fold because I like having that extra room. Okay. And you can cut either side you want. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to cut it on the back side. Okay. And go ahead and do some glue here. I think I might go ahead and just corner this a little bit. Sorry. On the corner, I'm going to do just a little snip so it's not sticking out right there on both sides, okay? And like I said, you don't have to do this part. Come on now, open up. You can do it just glue straight across the bottom. I like that extra little bit of room in my pockets if I can manage to have it personally. Okay. Where's my rag? Oh, here we go, my dry wipe. And you may find if your papers are scraps like mine that you're going to have like an uneven edge. Just snip that off. Now, you could leave it like this if you wanted, but the point of today's fun is to do like a tuck. Okay, that one didn't go quite over as far as I needed it to, so I'm just going to take it. There we go. To that corner. You could also leave it with that little edge on the top. You can keep these pieces if you wanted to glue them together and make more of a tuck. If you wanted to do a double, you could come back and cut these down a little bit and do one on the front, you know, however you want. Or you can just toss them like I did. Okay, I have this a little bit curvy here, so I want to straighten that. There we go. So there we go. Super easy peasy. I'm going to grab a page really quick just to show you. So here we go. Like that. Okay, or if you want to do that side, like that. However you want to do it. But there's your little tuck. And you could glue it in just on the edges so that it would be a double pocket tuck, okay? And if any of you are keeping up with me on my junk journal I'm making right now, the boxed food box collaged cover journal, that was from that and that page, and I did end up sewing the edges, and my sewing machine kind of went wonky on some of my thread, so they're not perfect stitches, which is a bummer, but they look okay. So all right, so we'll go ahead, and I'm just going to go ahead and do this one as well since it's here. Don't want to waste. And you can use thinner paper or thicker paper. I've done both, and they both work really well. And like I said, you don't, you know, whichever side you want to cut, it's up to you. And this is probably easier to do like that. So. Okay. Oops, a little bit more. Okay. And I'm just going to cut. Now with the taller piece of paper, I'll show you how you can make these bigger. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Let's use this one. These are all scraps from the other day. I did stuff with these. So I'm gonna, do I want to do it that way or do I want to do it? No, I'm gonna do it this way. So we're gonna make this one tall. Okay. Fold that bottom up. I tend to like mine to go. Do I want to do this side or do I want to do this side? Yeah, I'm going to do this side as the part that I, there. Okay. And I'm just using art glitter glue like always, most of the time. Now this of course is a thinner paper. Like I was telling you, you can use them thin or you can use the thicker cardstock. Now, what I was talking about in getting, I'm just gonna snip that right there. Getting these a little bit taller, you can take these, and I want to make this one, and because this paper's taller, I can kind of cut this wherever I want. So I can go as short or as long and tall. So I'm going to make this one tall. Okay. So this will be a bigger tuck. I went a little round on that. Yep, a little bit round. There we go. Okay. So this would be, let me grab my page. This would take up a nice side and be a nice big area to stick goodies in. Okay. I'm looking for something smaller. I don't know why I grabbed that. Let's see. Let's do a card. So you can kind of see. Okay. But you could have something nice and tall that would stick out and look pretty there. So we have that one, and it gives you a lot of room to decorate. You know, add a lot to your page, which is fun. Okay, so as you can see, these can come in all shapes, not shapes, but all sizes. Let's do another one. These are super easy, huh? Let's do this one and make it a little guy. I think I'll darken the inside of this because and in that paper all over the place. Okay. I think I really folded that crooked. Let me see. Did I? I can't tell because it's a scrap. So it could just be that the scrap is uneven, but I think I cut it crooked, so I'm going to bend it just a little bit more. And then I'll go ahead and, it's easier for me to do it from this side. Although I kind of like it when it's cut on this side. I don't know why. Just the way it looks on the front, but it's okay. And like I said, if you wanted, these could just be kind of squared off too. You could just leave them square and have them as a, no, and this one, oh, I'm going to cut that off anyway, so it's not a big deal. And when they're shorter, you do have to go from end to end, unless you want to leave like a squared off top, which is fine. You can do that, but there's a tiny one. This one's a little guy. Okay, these are fast, huh? They really are. Oh, let's use an envelope and do one with an envelope. And you can use envelopes that are big or thin or whatever. Let's use a fat one. Do I really need to? Actually, because this is so wide, I don't really need to close this side. So if it were narrower, I would. But you can choose to make your corner, like again, because it's big. If it were a skinnier one, you'd have a little less room to work with. But I'm going to go for it and make this one kind of big. Okay. There we go. Isn't that easy? So these envelopes can just be used as little tucks, and then we'll either just distress this. This one's kind of a plain one, so I could either distress it and just decorate it a little bit, or I can cover it with paper, depending on how I want to do it. So because there's not a bunch of writing on it, I might just distress the envelope itself and then just cover it with some fussy cuts and stuff, maybe collage on top of it or something. Yeah. Okay. So that's the envelope trick. No big trick. Let's see here. Just seeing what papers I have in my scrap bag. How about this? Yeah, I don't like that paper. These are super easy, and I like this paper. Super easy, and just, I think they're cute. I think they'll be cute in our journals. Paper cracked on me. Look at that. It'll get distressed. No biggie. This is a really thick cardstock. Scrapbook paper, so how's everybody doing now that we've talked all about these? Let's see, how am I doing? I have had a good week. I am still ahead on my videos, praise the Lord. I feel like there was something I was going to tell you guys. What was it? Happy Mother's Day. I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. Today for me is Friday, of course, so I have not had my Mother's Day yet. It won't be anything exciting because I don't get to see my babies. I'm sure I will hear from them on the day, though, and get to talk to them. Like I told you guys earlier, I believe, or maybe it's later. Yeah, I think it's on one of my crafting videos, and so it's not going to be until a couple weeks. I did get to talk to my daughter. Had a long 5-hour conversation with my daughter, so that was wonderful. Stayed on the phone pretty much all morning and afternoon. And you know how it is with your girl, you know, you can get on the phone with your kids sometimes and just be there forever. So I'm going to do, this one is kind of a thin paper. I think I'll do it from the side. Doesn't really matter. You know, I should have maybe folded that because it's not going to be able to be as big because of the height. of the paper. So I'll save this piece, put it back in my bag. Anyway, yeah, so I got to talk to my daughter, so that was a real gift. And I'm sure I'll get to talk to my son. So, what all did you guys do? Put in the comments what you did. I'd love to hear about it. I am going to church on Sunday, and they always do, like, they do bundt cakes for us, the little mini bundt cakes from the bakery. And so we usually get one of those. I don't know if that's what they're going to do this year, but that's what they did last year for the Mother's Day and the Father's Day, which was very nice. And they're yummy, and Courtney and I always share. When we get stuff like that, we share it. So we will be sharing a treat. Let's see, I have to cut this one a little bit smaller because it's so short. There we go. Oh, I like that one. It's pretty. Let's do one with this paper. I'm going to have bunches of these, huh? Let's see. Boy, this paper sure gets messy fast. I have glue all over it and ink all over it and everything else. I spent the morning recording our devotions for the weekend and Monday. And that was my morning. Took a little nap because I woke up at like 1, what time was it? I woke up at like 1:30 and my alarm, or no, 1:10, sorry. And my alarm was set for 2:10. And so I lost out on an hour of sleep. You know me, I'm always losing out on sleep. And so I laid down this morning before I did our devotions to rest and caught that extra hour. I slept for about an hour and then I got up. And my cats are fighting on the video. I don't know if you'll hear it. They did that on a video earlier this week, and they've been arguing with each other as I'm sitting there doing the recordings. They lay on the bed because I record the devotions in my room, and they've been arguing so bad with each other. And this morning they were like literally had a cat fight, and I had to stop talking to you guys and correct them because they were fighting and falling off of the bed. And it's, you know, it's brother and sister rivalry. They truly argue like a brother and sister. And yeah, they crack me up. And she's really the instigator. I mean, Bobo's grumpy though. He is like kind of like a grumpy old man, and he's not as active as she is. And she's very excitable and hyper, and she's always wanting to play, and he's kind of like, leave me alone. And it's one of those situations. And then because they're brother and sister, I definitely think there's like more of a fighting, you know, but she'll antagonize him and provoke him, but then he will also like tease her and poke at her and do stuff that, you know, you can just tell it's making her mad, and he really likes doing that. So even though he's, you know, maybe not quite as provocative as she is, he is definitely a little troublemaker too. They crack me up. Oh, and then I talked to a lady yesterday at one of the mobile home parks that we're looking at homes at, and you know, she sent me the applications and all that, so we'll see about that park. Find out if, you know, we'll fill out the application and find out if it's even worth, you know, I mean, maybe we won't pass, who knows, you know, sometimes you don't make enough money or, you know, whatever, so we'll see. But she was very, very nice. She's the manager of the park, and she was extremely nice. We had some stuff in common. We both worked in the legal field, and So she totally understood why I say I don't think I could ever do that work again after having my heart problems. After what's going on with that and the fibromyalgia and everything, I always, you know, I would like to go back to work for that kind of work if I could, but I just don't think I can handle it. She totally got that because it's very stressful. Okay, so we're gonna cut this little butterfly in half. Okay, and I think, is this the same paper as this? Yeah, it is. I was gonna say, I think I'll just do one, well, maybe two more. So I hope you like these little simple tuck spots. Just, you know, just another way to do them. I think I'll do one with this paper as well. I do like this paper a lot. Yeah, I've been trying to get through for about a month, and she apologized for not getting back to me. She's the manager at that park. She's been sick, and then the manager, the other guy that works with her before, he's been sick, and he gave it to her. So she said, I'm really sorry we've taken so long to get back to you. Go. Just trim our little corners here. I just think trimming the corners like that makes it, oops, I cut that crooked, shoot. Makes it a little bit easier to fit that in. And then sometimes when I cut stuff, the corner, like on the outer corner, it will stick out, and that doesn't work for me, so. Since these are so easy and so fast, I may end up decorating a couple of them with you guys. Yesterday I took, oops, didn't go over far enough on that. I took my laces all out of the containers I've had them in, and I put them in one of those big vats that I bought, the scrapbook paper holders that I bought at Walmart and Hobby Lobby back months and months ago. Yeah, so I took that, and I'm debating on how high I want this to go. I took out, I can't talk. I took them all out and put them in there. So now I have everything kind of right by me, which is going to mean that I'll use lace more often. I have a tendency to use the same laces or to forget to use them at all. And I really love lace on my stuff. And so yesterday I actually ordered some black crochet lace because this new journal, I want to use black in it. And I have not. I've only had a couple of black laces that I like, or that were really, I don't know, that were workable, I guess. And so, yeah, so I ordered this pack of, it's 15 yards of five different, you know, sizes and types of crochet, black crochet lace with, see, that one's bad because it's really over the edge. Or, I mean, I cut it too high, but it's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. Anyway, I could turn it this way and cut it that way, I guess. And use this one in a separate corner. Oh, the other corner, I mean, the other side. Yeah, like that. Because it don't show if I do it that way. So yeah, so I did that, and I'm excited. So I get like some new lace to play with, but let's pull that out as a matter of fact, and we'll use some. I have this one now, That's how much is in here. Look at that. It's about 3 inches deep, and just stocked with. I bought all of this and I've had it sitting in like these containers. It was very, very organized, but they're really hard to use and pull out. And I'm bummed that I purchased as many as I did back when I first started crafting, because I was so excited about organizing everything, but I didn't realize that it was not going to be conducive to using them so much in my small, cramped area. Yeah, so it didn't work out for me, and that's a bummer, but you live, you learn, right? So I figure whenever we move into our new house, I'll put the little plastic slots back in them, and I'll probably, maybe if I have a bigger crafting room, I'll put everything back in it. I don't know. Or I'll give them to Courtney for like nails and stuff like that, but I have a bunch of them. Anyway, so let's see how many we did. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my goodness, I never get 11 of anything done. These 3 I made before I got on camera with you guys, because I was just fiddling with the idea. So let's see, let's decorate this pretty pink, and then we'll see if we have time to do any others. These are so simple and kind of, I don't know if they're boring, but you know, they're at least, I think they're fun. I love tuck spots in the sides of pages, so for me, I think it's going to be cool. Let's see here. Nope, we're not using that. We're going to look at our lace bin here. Let us see what we have. Oh man, I just had this thingy snap off. Wait, the lid thing. Okay. There we go. I got it back on. So, what do we have? Gosh. Tons and tons of lace. That peach does not look right on there. We're not going to use that. I even have a bunch of these, you guys, from bookmarks that were my late husband's. And I've not used them. Just these pretty dangles that I never use. I could use it on here if I wanted to. You'll see. Ooh, this pink's pretty right here. Not quite the right pink. Darn. This is kind of a really bright, showy pink. That one looks nice. Let's see. I'll put a little bit of that on the bottom here. That looks pretty. Yeah. Do that. You know what, I'll just cut it straight for now, and then I'll trim it. Okay, and what else? Let's see. We've got our drawer with all of our goodies. With all of our goodies in it. Manhattan Day, World's what? Columbian Exposition, Manhattan Day, 1890. I think. What I do with my my people here. These are one of the things I moved. I moved them into a different drawer. So I'm thinking. I wish she wasn't leaning on something. It'd be easier to... Let's see. What would they be wearing in 1890? These boys might be going to a big exposition. Trim. edge here. I'm kind of waiting. Do I want to put this down? I think I can go ahead and put it down. Oh, you know what we do need to do? We need to distress this a little bit so it's not so, you know, new looking. Did I have this brown? Yes, I have that one printed double-sided, so I don't have to worry about doing the inside or anything. Okay. Okay. Can you see the difference a little bit there? I know it's kind of hard to see sometimes from the angle of the camera. So, let's see. She looks pretty. She would look good, huh? This is what I was talking about the other day. Or no, well, you'll see it in another video. I mentioned it. How when I use glue sticks against the cardstock and then try to glue down paper, it later on peels apart. So, yeah. I might use her because she kind of looks like she would have been from that era, and her background is kind of maroonish, and she kind of looks like she might have been out for a day on the, you know, at a fair or something, right? She's got that look. So did she, but I don't have anywhere for her to sit. Let's see. And then looking. We have some greens with some pink. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm just pulling pieces out here. To maybe make a picture of some sort. On drawer. I have to put things away. Courtney texted me a few minutes ago and said he was on his way back to the shop. He was supposed to do what's called a water brooming today. Those always take a long time. And his coworker, it's a two-man job, and the woman who he was going to train today to do it, she broke like the machine and everything before they even got started. So it shortened his day. And so he messaged me. He's like, I'm on my way back. He was irritated, which, you know, it's kind of to be expected. It's like, seriously, she's very hyper and like gets way ahead of herself and breaks things and drops things, and you know, and so he's just like, ugh. He said, I'll tell you about it later. So he was supposed to train her. I'm thinking, did she break it on purpose because she didn't want to learn? Because water brooming's like really tedious, and you know, kind of difficult. You have to do it right. I think I want the walnut stain better than. I'm not out of, but it's not working as well, my Photoshop ink. And all I have is I like this better. All I have is the Photoshop oxide. Vintage, not Photoshop. I meant Vintage Photo oxide, and I don't like oxide as well as I like ink. Ink is more distinct. It looks darker, you can see it better. It doesn't have that chalky look to it. I like oxide for certain projects, but just as a general rule, I don't really like it to do my distressing with. Yeah, So, and you know, you have to buy inks online now because they don't sell them at the stores anymore. They just sell the oxide. That looks better. It's much darker. Yeah, we'll probably do a little bit of collaging behind her maybe, and we've got the lace I'm going to put down, so. But anyway, yeah, so he'll probably be home really early today because it's only 11:10, and he texted me like about a half an hour ago. Told me he was on his way back to the shop, so maybe even longer ago. Might have been an hour ago. Yeah, so. But you know, you guys, no matter what happens at work, God always blesses him with his hours. He always gets the hours that we need him to get to make, you know, what we need to make for that week and for that month. I mean, the Lord has been so faithful ever since he started there, seriously. And, you know, we took such a big loss financially when he had to leave that other company. And, yeah, the Lord's just blessed his honesty and his integrity, and it's good. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm going to do with all this stuff. I'm thinking I might just do a little bit of collaging so that you can just kind of see the Chicago and, you know, the different dates and stuff. And then something like that and that. I'm going to put these on top. I'm going to put this down then. Am I on the right side? I don't know. Which is the right side? It kind of looks like it doesn't, I mean, this side's got more bumps to it, but yeah, I think this is the correct side. So we're going to use the, how high did this go? I might have it hang off just a touch. So I'm just going to, I'm not going to do anything till I reopen my glue. Okay. Anyway, I was going to say I'm just going to run like a, put it about right there, and then I'm just going to trim the, you know, that side off. So, come on, don't do that. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Now, how did I have this? I think I had the big one first. I think I'll do a bow too, to keep that girly effect going, you know. Trim this off, this corner. Oops, I had that upside down. These are all little fussy cuts from Tina's different adverts, kits. I don't know which ones. I've got multiple of those. I just love them. They're handy. They really make for a vintagey feel, you know. And you can kind of just get a flare going with them. And now these women, I thought they were Tina, but you know what? They're not. And I can't remember the name, but I was going through my digital kits the other day and realized I had mentioned these and said they were Tina's, and they were someone else's. And I cannot remember now who. But pretty much everything else that's here is Miss Tina's. I'm just going to kind of stick that there in the corner, and then grab some bows. Grab some little bows. That would look stupid. I just wanted to try. I've got the really tiny ones in here cut up. And not super tiny, but the little ones are there. Let's see. Well, some of them are pretty tiny. That one looks nice. Or we could have it down here and maybe put a pretty butterfly up at the top, because I can't ever have enough butterflies. Or what about my little birds? No. Down here? No. I don't think so. Let's see. This butterfly might look pretty. That's from my kit. Have it going the other way. Doesn't show up too good on there. It's not quite dark enough. So we'll grab a darker one here. I may just do one that's more of a neutral. This has some green in it. I kind of like the really dark against light stuff sometimes. It's too big. You never know. Orange and pink sometimes look really, really good together. I think I want more of a neutral. Like, you know, more of a brownish color. Oh wait, this would be cute on top here. To kind of be with her. No, it's a little too big for that narrow cut. Trying to find the right butterfly. That's not too big. Wait, maybe this one? No, maybe this one. This one's nice. I know I have more neutral ones in here than that. This green is pretty. I kind of like the green. What do you guys think? I wish I could hear you. I wish I could hear you, my friends. He's way too big. I don't hate the color though. I love the green. Oh, there's that one's nice. I don't like when stuff hangs off too much, because if it's paper, because it can get damaged. I'm always a little bit leery of that. But I think I might like him. It's very possible. Sorry I'm taking so long. I'll try to hurry here. So I'm going to go ahead and just give this a little touch to make it stand out on these edges. Yeah, and I'm going to put, should I put it there, or? Yeah, I'm going to put it by her. I just think it looks cute. Okay. And we, of course, are going to put some Diamante on there because, just because, we have to. Actually, does that pink look good? Putting my bows back. Oh, that pink looks good. Okay, I'm going to use that one. That one looks nice. I like that. It's darker, but it's still in the family of pink. You know what I mean? But it stands out against that pale pink. And I like that. I like it. And I'm doing it the opposite direction of the bow that I did. And then we'll do Oops, my honey just texted me about my salad. He's on his way to Salad and Go, so here we go. Let me just grab and very, very quickly do this, and then we're going to end because he needs me to tell him which salad I want. So Miss Tara's got to hurry. Okay, there we go. And there we go. And that one, because I can't pause my phone and make any calls or any of that stuff because it'll mess up my video. So I am getting a steak salad with my favorite jalapeno ranch dressing. I absolutely love it. Have you ever had it from Salad and Go? So good. So there we go, you guys. There's my little Tuck. Okay, and she's going off to the fair or something like that. And I hope you guys had fun today, that you felt inspired. I love you so much. God bless you, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the videos if you can, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.